After a hectic week at work, you eagerly leave for the weekend amidst the rainy weather and congested traffic. The promise of plans with friends keeps your spirits high, just as you contemplate the busyness of life. Your phone rings, and it's your wife reminding you to pick up some bread from the market. You chuckle to yourself, reflecting on the responsibilities that come with being 40, having a job and a family. As you hang up, a sense of nostalgia sweeps over you, thinking about how different things were in the past. The unpredictability of life crosses your mind, and you smile, acknowledging that the future holds unknown experiences. However, in an unexpected twist, your musings are abruptly interrupted as you notice a truck in the opposite lane breaching the barrier and hurtling towards you at full speed. The realization hits too late, and the last sight you behold is the blinding glare of two headlights, marking the abrupt end of your journey. Are you curious about what awaits us on the other side? Join me as we delve into the fascinating mysteries of life after death. From near-death experiences to ancient beliefs, we'll uncover the secrets that have puzzled humanity for eons. Get ready to explore the ultimate unknown. Welcome to a journey beyond the veil, the most fundamental and potent instinct shared by nearly all living beings is the drive to survive. This innate impulse, deeply embedded within the subconscious codes of every organism, prioritizes the preservation and continuation of life above all else. From ancient epochs to the present era, humans, like other species, have undergone extensive adaptations to ensure their survival, making it a rare and invaluable treasure among all living things. The instinct to survive extends beyond mere physical preservation. It encompasses the profound ability to adapt both oneself and the environment. Humans exemplify this through a remarkable journey of evolution, from seeking refuge in trees and caves to constructing elaborate shelters worldwide, fortified with walls and governed by intricate systems of law. Each adaptation serves the overarching goal of self-protection and survival. This innate drive has also manifested in unique ways, such as the concept of an afterlife. A poignant example lies in the discovery of a 6,000-year-old grave in San Giorno, Italy, where archaeologists unearthed the intertwined remains of a young couple, hands clasped in eternal unity. Their burial signifies a belief in the continuity of happiness beyond mortal existence, reflecting the enduring pursuit of life, even in realms beyond the physical. This tomb, famously known as the Val d'Aro Lovers, represents just one among thousands of examples worldwide illustrating humanity's long-standing engagement with the concept of the afterlife. Across cultures and millennia, diverse rituals have been performed to guide the departed to the realm beyond. Hindus, for instance, bid farewell to their loved ones through cremation, dispersing the ashes into the sacred Ganges River, where they believe the life-giving goddess Ganga will usher them into the next existence. Buddhists, viewing the body as a transient vessel, advocate for its return to nature in regions like Tibet. Ritualistic dismemberment and consumption by animals occur, signifying a cyclical return to the earth. These practices underscore humanity's enduring quest for understanding and honoring the mysteries of life and death. Ancient Egyptians practiced intricate mummification rituals, carefully preserving and burying organs alongside the deceased, along with essential items for the afterlife, including riches for the affluent. Similar customs were observed across various ancient cultures, and today, both religious and philosophical traditions continue the practice, albeit often in simpler forms. This act of burial serves as a poignant homage to the departed, symbolizing the departure of the soul from its earthly vessel and its journey according to individual beliefs. It stands as a final tribute, honoring the essence of life as it returns to the embrace of nature. Throughout history, religions have been the first to address the question of what happens after death. Their response is often straightforward, and stern judgment awaits. For those contemplating what could be worse, the answer lies ahead as trials and tribulations unfold. Curiously, despite cultural variations over time, many describe the initial phase of the afterlife in similar terms, especially for those deemed unworthy. Let's embark on a journey starting with the Sumerians, often considered the cradle of civilization. While some might anticipate fantastical elements in Sumerian beliefs about death, given their rich mythology, the reality is more somber. Stemming from the notion of humans as servile beings created to serve the gods, their perspective on death and the afterlife is steeped in bleakness. According to Sumerian belief, upon death, humans are consigned to Kur, a dark and desolate realm where they endure perpetual thirst and hunger, with no hope of escape. Unlike the comforting notions prevalent in many cultures, where the afterlife serves as solace for life's hardships, the Sumerian conception offers no respite, only eternal darkness. The origins of this stark worldview remain unclear, but it stands in contrast to the typical human inclination to find solace in the face of adversity. Some researchers speculate that the harsh conditions of Mesopotamia influenced the Sumerians' bleak view of the afterlife. Others suggest that their belief stemmed from a sense of servitude ingrained in their culture, as they regarded themselves as lowly servants of the gods. Regardless of the origin, the Sumerian belief in an afterlife characterized by eternal darkness and suffering reflects a psychology perhaps shaped by their perceived status as slaves. The notion of being confined to the earth, consuming soil out of hunger, and enduring perpetual darkness paints a distressing picture of death. While this perspective has become somewhat stereotypical over time, its underlying sadness remains palpable. The story of the goddess Inanna's descent into the land of Kur is a poignant tale deeply embedded in Sumerian mythology, revealing profound symbolic significance. Inanna, traversing 7 gates, descended into the realm of her sister, Ereshkigal, the ruler of Kur, where she was condemned to death and hung on a stake for 3 days. Through the intervention of Enki, 2 creatures created from holy water and soil were dispatched to rescue Inanna, ultimately restoring her to life. However, according to the laws of life and death, someone had to remain in Kur in her place, leading to the imprisonment of Dumuzi. This ancient narrative not only echoes themes found in various religious traditions, such as the concept of 7 layers of hell in Islam, but also underscores fundamental principles of sacrifice and redemption. The myth of Inanna's descent into the underworld has left an indelible mark on religious narratives, including Christianity's portrayal of Jesus' crucifixion and resurrection. The symbolism of Inanna's 3-day death and subsequent rebirth reflects the seasonal cycles, particularly the winter solstice when the sun reaches its lowest point before rising again. This ancient tale, originally rooted in natural phenomena, has transcended time, shaping religious motifs and beliefs across cultures, highlighting the profound influence of ancient myths on contemporary spirituality. As we delve further into history, we encounter a shift in beliefs regarding the afterlife, notably departing from the stark worldview of the Sumerians. In ancient Egypt, a concept of judgment after death emerges, centered around Mat, representing righteousness, order, and justice. Depicted as a woman adorned with an ostrich feather, Mat presides over a symbolic ritual where the deceased's heart is weighed against this feather. This transition signifies a growing emphasis on moral accountability and righteousness as individuals journey into the afterlife. In various belief systems, the concept of judgment after death carries profound implications for the fate of the departed. In ancient Egyptian tradition, the weighing of the heart against the feather of Maat symbolizes the evaluation of one's actions in life, determining their destination in the afterlife. Similarly, in many heavenly religions, individuals are judged in the presence of a divine entity, with the outcome dictating whether they experience eternal bliss or eternal torment. However, questions of justice arise when considering the vast differences in life experiences and opportunities among individuals. How can the same fate await those who die at different stages of life? It's a valid inquiry that challenges notions of fairness and underscores the complexities of belief systems that seek to reconcile divine judgment with the diverse realities of human existence. In Eastern philosophies, a different perspective on the afterlife emerges, emphasizing the cyclical nature of existence and the soul's journey towards ultimate liberation. According to this approach, the soul incarnates repeatedly, traversing various life experiences with the aim of evolving and ultimately returning to its source nirvana. Each lifetime presents an opportunity for the soul to mature and cultivate virtues, advancing its spiritual growth. However, choosing to act in ways that are harmful or morally deficient may result in karmic consequences, perpetuating the cycle of rebirth known as samsara. Ultimately, the goal is to transcend this cycle and reunite with the divine, embodying the interconnectedness of all existence, a concept reminiscent of ancient pagan beliefs that also seek harmony with the natural order of the cosmos. In pagan beliefs, there's no notion of judgment or punishment in the afterlife. Instead, they view the soul as continuously journeying through existence, perpetually in motion. These diverse perspectives on life after death offer intriguing insights into the human experience, but ultimately the mystery remains unsolved. How do we know what lies beyond? It's akin to asking how we know no one leaves and returns. The enigma of life after death persists as one of the greatest mysteries of existence, with solutions seemingly reserved for the moment of passing. Yet Earth is dotted with inexplicable phenomena that defy easy explanation, leaving us tantalizingly close to uncovering the secrets of the afterlife, yet ultimately shrouded in uncertainty. In 2002, Anita Moorjani's life took a drastic turn when she was diagnosed with Hodgkin's lymphoma, a type of lymph cancer. After 4 years of battling the illness, Anita's condition took a dire turn, with doctors informing her that the cancer had spread throughout her body and her organs were failing, giving her only a few hours to live. Facing the imminent reality of her mortality was undoubtedly a daunting prospect. However, as Anita slipped into unconsciousness and her body began to shut down, she experienced something extraordinary. She recalls a peaceful moment of floating above her body, surrounded by medical staff, loved ones, and memories from her life flashing before her. Amidst this surreal experience, Anita felt a profound sense of unconditional love. Suddenly, she awoke on the stretcher, leaving everyone baffled. What followed was equally astonishing. Over the next few weeks, the cancer that had ravaged Anita's body miraculously receded and disappeared entirely. This remarkable near-death experience and subsequent recovery have baffled medical professionals and inspired Anita to share her story in a book, shedding light on the mysteries of life and the resilience of the human spirit. In 1991, Pam Reynolds underwent a risky surgical procedure to address a life-threatening injury in her brainstem caused by an aneurysm. During the operation, doctors took extraordinary measures, including lowering Reynolds' body temperature and draining her blood from her body. Medically induced into a deep coma with no brain activity, Reynolds experienced a profound and inexplicable phenomenon. Despite the lack of brain function, she found herself hovering above her own body, witnessing the intricate details of the surgery unfolding before her eyes. Upon waking, Reynolds astounded doctors and skeptics alike by recounting precise details of the procedure, including technical discussions among medical staff. What's more, she reported encountering deceased relatives and described moving through a tunnel of peaceful light, an experience reminiscent of near-death encounters reported by others. Reynolds' inexplicable journey beyond the confines of her body challenges conventional understanding and invites us to ponder the mysteries of consciousness and the human spirit. Now we are talking about a person whose brain functions have been medically stopped. In 1976, George Rodon, a psychiatrist and neuropath, was involved in a tragic traffic accident that led to his presumed death. Despite being described as harsh and unsympathetic, George found himself in an unexpected situation when he was admitted to the hospital morgue for autopsy and burial procedures 3 days later. Remarkably, as doctors began the autopsy process, George suddenly took a deep breath and came back to life. Recalling his experience, George described a surreal journey beyond death. Initially plunged into darkness, he grappled with confusion and panic before finding solace in the teachings of Descartes and embracing positive thoughts. Then, suddenly he found himself surrounded by light, witnessing a realm where chaos intertwined with a timeless future. George's extraordinary account challenges conventional understanding and invites us to contemplate the mysteries of existence and consciousness. His tale serves as a testament to the resilience of the human spirit and the enigmatic nature of life and death. The story of George Rodon's remarkable near-death experience serves as a profound reminder of the mysteries surrounding consciousness and existence. Following his miraculous return to life during an autopsy procedure, George underwent a profound transformation, leaving behind his career in psychiatry to embark on a journey of spiritual exploration. In 1989, he relocated to America, where he dedicated himself to studying belief systems and eventually became a priest in Netherlands, Texas, advocating for a more positive outlook on life and death. George's experience, along with other compelling examples, challenges our understanding of consciousness and its relationship to the brain. While science typically associates consciousness with brain activity, instances like George's raise intriguing questions about the nature of consciousness and its potential existence beyond the confines of the physical body. Advanced brain studies conducted in recent years have shed light on this phenomenon, revealing unexpected activity in the brain at the moment of death. In a groundbreaking experiment led by Dr. Jimo in May 2023, patients with severe brain damage were monitored until the moment of their passing after being removed from life support. Surprisingly, brain activity spiked significantly just moments after life support was discontinued, suggesting a potential surge of consciousness or heightened awareness in the face of imminent death. These findings challenge conventional notions of consciousness and offer tantalizing clues into the mysteries of existence. As we continue to explore the depths of consciousness, stories like George's remind us of the boundless potential and enduring enigma of the human mind. As we delve deeper into the fascinating realm of brain activity at the brink of death, we uncover even more astonishing revelations. Contrary to the assumption that heightened brain activity in the final moments is merely a response to oxygen deprivation, the data tells a different story. In the 300 seconds leading up to death, the brain reaches an unprecedented level of activity across all frequencies, akin to an explosion of neural activity. But what's truly remarkable is where this activity is occurring. In these critical moments, regions of the brain responsible for sensory interpretation and problem-solving, such as the somatosensory region and dorsolateral prefrontal cortex, continue to exhibit intense activity. Despite being medically deemed dead, these areas persist in their efforts to interpret sensory input and engage in complex cognitive functions. Even the posterior cortex, responsible for conscious perception, remains active during this heightened state of brain activity. The implications of these findings are profound, challenging our understanding of consciousness and the brain's capacity for resilience in the face of mortality. Far from being a mere last gasp for life, this surge of activity suggests a complex and dynamic process unfolding within the dying brain. As we continue to unravel the mysteries of consciousness and death, these discoveries offer tantalizing insights into the intricacies of the human mind and its journey beyond the threshold of life. As we continue to unravel the mysteries of consciousness and its persistence beyond the threshold of death, we encounter profound questions that challenge our understanding of existence itself. Remarkably, studies have shown that patients in a vegetative state, moments before their passing, exhibit a surge of brain activity akin to that experienced during deep dreaming. Despite severe brain damage, these individuals engage in sensory processing, communication, and conscious decision-making, prompting speculation about their experiences in the moments preceding death. This phenomenon raises a tantalizing question: where do these individuals go, and with whom do they communicate in their final moments? For years, this question remained unanswered, shrouded in mystery. However, recent developments in quantum physics offer new avenues for scientific exploration and interpretation. According to the fundamental laws of quantum physics, energy cannot be created nor destroyed, but merely transformed. If consciousness is indeed a form of energy as suggested by the electrical signals processed by the brain, it cannot simply vanish upon death. This concept challenges conventional notions of mortality and opens the door to intriguing possibilities about the nature of consciousness. Yet, this revelation also presents a conundrum. While quantum physics suggests the persistence of consciousness beyond death, the mechanisms by which it exists or interacts remain elusive. The journey to uncovering these mysteries is ongoing, with each discovery bringing us closer to understanding the enigmatic nature of consciousness and its place in the universe. As we delve deeper into the realms of science and spirituality, we must approach these questions with humility and open-mindedness, acknowledging that the answers may lie beyond our current understanding. Through continued exploration and inquiry, we may one day unlock the secrets of consciousness and unravel the mysteries of existence itself. Throughout history, the nature of consciousness has been a subject of intense debate among researchers and philosophers alike. Atheists, for example, often assert that consciousness is merely a byproduct of brain activity, and that death brings about a state of non-existence akin to the beliefs of the ancient Sumerians. From this perspective, there is no afterlife. Consciousness ceases to exist when the brain dies, and the individual simply vanishes. However, an alternative viewpoint emerges from the realm of quantum physics. According to quantum theory, the fundamental building blocks of matter are energetic waves which can materialize into physical reality through specific vibrations. The famous double-slit experiment highlights the role of consciousness in shaping reality. When observed, waves collapse into particles, suggesting that consciousness plays a fundamental role in the manifestation of the physical world. From this perspective, consciousness transcends space and time, serving as the creative force behind the universe itself. It is not merely a product of the brain, but rather the essence of existence itself. In this view, each individual is not merely a body with consciousness, but rather consciousness experiencing temporary embodiment. Eventually, the individual returns to the source from which they originated. The question of what awaits beyond death remains a mystery. Will there be judgment, hellfire, or paradise? Or perhaps it heralds a new journey altogether? The answer remains elusive, impossible to know with certainty. Yet, by contemplating the nature of consciousness and its role in shaping reality, we may glean insights into the nature of existence itself. I want to share a near-death experience I had. Back when I was in my second year of university, I decided to test the limits of my father's car by speeding. Until that moment, life had felt somewhat invincible, but the harsh reality hit me when the car spun out of control at 140 km/h, and I wasn't wearing my seatbelt, causing me to hit my face. In what felt like a split second, I confronted my entire life, realizing my mistakes and feeling like I had failed at just 20 years old. It's hard to comprehend why someone who had been raised well and lived a good life would face such intense emotions. But amidst the panic and embarrassment, I felt a comforting presence holding my left shoulder, reassuring me that I wouldn't die. As the car crashed into a pole and flipped over, miraculously I emerged without a scratch. This incident made me realize that I had been living life in the wrong direction, prompting me to embark on a journey of self-discovery and spiritual awakening. After reflecting on my experiences and examining the data I've shared in this video, I've come to a personal belief that there is life after death. I don't subscribe to the idea of nothingness as atheists propose, nor do I envision fiery punishments or heavenly mansions awaiting us. Frankly, those details don't concern me much. My focus lies in understanding the purpose of my existence and living a life worthy of the gift of life itself. For me, it's about fulfilling my duties without regret and ultimately reuniting with the Divine Creator and my loved ones at the end of my journey. The specifics of what awaits us beyond this life pale in comparison to the significance of living with integrity and purpose. This convergence of science and faith is an ongoing discussion that will likely persist as long as humanity exists, with both sides sometimes diverging and other times finding common ground. There will always be those who try to explain away profound experiences like seeing a tunnel of light or feeling in a divine presence as mere physiological responses of the brain. They may argue that it's all just the brain's way of coping with impending death. And you know what? That's perfectly fine. Everyone is entitled to their own beliefs, their own interpretations of life and death. For me, personally, after encountering numerous inexplicable events firsthand, I've come to believe that there's more to this world than meets the eye. While I deeply appreciate the realms of science and philosophy, I also recognize the limitations they may have in explaining everything. And you know what? That's okay too. Because at the end of the day, belief is a personal choice. Whether you find solace in scientific explanations or in faith, whether you believe in an afterlife filled with Aris or in something entirely different, it's your journey to navigate. No one else can dictate what you should believe or how you should feel about the mysteries of existence. So, as we continue on our respective paths, let's strive to live good, healthy lives and approach whatever lies ahead with open hearts and minds. And who knows? Maybe one day we'll all reunite with our loved ones and become part of something greater than ourselves once again. Thank you all for watching, and until next time, take care.